A cardboard box and a bloodless HR meeting might have stripped you out of your title, but they can't restructure the way Katsuki cooks through his anger, or the way Jiro anchors you to the couch until the world stops spinning. What happens the first time they both leave for work, leaving you alone? Do you find yourself slipping back into the silence, or have they left behind enough noise to keep the apartment from feeling too quiet? The walk home felt longer than usual. You kept replaying it in your head, your manager's flat expression, the HR rep sitting stiffly beside her, the folder of paperwork slid across the desk toward you like an afterthought. We're restructuring the team. Your position is being eliminated. Clean, corporate, bloodless, like you hadn't given that place 3 years of your life. You hadn't even cried in the office. You'd smiled, nodded, signed what they put in front of you, and walked out with a small cardboard box tucked under your arm. The box was embarrassingly light, a mug, a charger, a small succulent that you'd named Gerald. He cried in the elevator. By the time you reached the apartment, your eyes were dry, but swollen. He felt hollowed out in that specific way that only humiliation can manage. Not dramatic, just empty, like someone who had quietly scooped out your insides while you were busy pretending to be fine. He pushed open the door. The smell hit you first, something savory spiced, unmistakably Katsuki's cooking, and then the sound, Ijiro's loud, warm laugh from the kitchen, followed by a sharp, I swear to God, shitty hair. If you touch that lid one more time, I'm just checking. You've just checked 4 times. He stood in the doorway, box in hand, and for a second you just watched him. Katsuki at the stove, sleeves pushed back straight, completely in his element. Ijiro leaning against the counter beside him, grinning that stupid, irresistible grin, stealing glances under the pot lid like it was a personal challenge. Ijiro spotted you first. Hey, you're early. He stopped, and his eyes dropped to the box, then came back to your face, and the grin faded into something softer and more attentive. Hey, you okay? Katsuki turned from the stove. He didn't say anything immediately. He just looked at you, really did, deeply, the way he always did when he thought no one noticed him doing it, cataloging every small detail. The box, your eyes, the set of your mouth. Sit down, he said, not harsh, just certain. And you did. Ijiro was already beside you on the couch, before you'd even set Gerald on the coffee table, his warm hand finding your knee. What happened? You laughed, and it came out wrong. Too thin, too close to breaking. I got fired. Silence. They're restructuring, you said, putting the word in air quotes, staring at the succulent, because it was easier than looking at either of them. Apparently, my position is being eliminated. Very sorry for the inconvenience. Here's your severance. Don't let the door hit you. Those absolute. Ijiro started. Don't. You shook your head. I don't want to talk about them right now. I just. You exhaled. I don't know. I just needed to come home. Ijiro wrapped an arm around you without a word and pulled you into his side. He was solid and warm, and smelled like the cedar soap he always used. And he felt some of the tension from your shoulders crack open just from being this close to him. From the kitchen, he heard the stove click off. Katsuki appeared in the doorway, leaning against the frame, arms crossed. He was watching you with that expression he'd learned to read over time. The one that looked like indifference but wasn't, not even close. 3 years, he said quietly. I gave them 3 years of my life. Yeah, he said. I was really good at my job. Yes, you were. Something about him not dressing it up, not offering a silver lining or a pep talk, made your throat tighten. He just said it like it was a fact. Because it was. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do now. You admit it. Like, practically, bills and we'll figure it out. Ejiro said, no hesitation. You looked up at him. Iji, we'll figure it out. He repeated, softer this time, tilting his head to look at you properly. That's not me trying to make you feel better. That's just the truth, okay? Katsuki pushed off the doorframe and came to drop onto the couch on your other side. It wasn't graceful. It never was with him. But he settled close enough that his thigh was pressed against yours, and after a moment, almost reluctantly, he put his arm across the back of the couch behind you. You're not eating that box tonight, he said. You blinked. What? Whatever sad takeout you're about to convince yourself is actually fine. He nodded toward the kitchen. I made katsu. You're eating actual food. Ijiro snorted. He started cooking like an hour ago, by the way. He doesn't know I noticed. I will throw you out of this apartment. Hey, you'd miss me though. No, I would throw a party. You laughed. A real one this time, surprised out of you, and it scraped a little on the way up, but felt good anyway. They both looked at you when it happened, and Ijiro's full face lit up the way he always did when he made you smile, like it was personally the best thing that had happened to him all week. Katsuki just exhaled through his nose and looked away, but his arm came down from the back of the couch to rest around your shoulders. It's going to be okay, Ijiro murmured into your hair. Not right now, maybe, but it will be. You lean into him and into Katsuki and let yourself be held, loud and quiet. And for the first time since that elevator, you breathed. Thank you for being here. Where else would we be? Ijiro asked, like the answer was obvious. Katsuki said nothing, but his grip on you tightened, just slightly, just enough. Gerald, the succulent, sat on the coffee table in a small, plastic pot, the only witness to the dignified end of your Tuesday, and it was enough. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and goodbye.